Hey guys, it's Jag. Welcome back to the arcade. Let's get back to just another game, The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker. And last time we conquered the Tower of the Gods in an extra long, super special episode. But for our courage, we were shown the path to old Hyrule Castle. And I love this place. I love the sepia overtones with Link and the King of Red Lions being full color. I love the whole frozen in time aesthetic. And I love how you're shown just enough detail on your way down here to realize that yes, you are going back to the Hyrule Castle of Ocarina of Time. A few years later from when we left it, but it's definitely nostalgia bait. Let's check this place out. The moment Hyrule Castle fell, frozen in time forever. And man, they had quite the army coming into this place. Moblins, Dark Nuts. Oh man, I would hate to take all of these guys on single-handedly. But think of all the loot that you could get. Let's take a look at these pictures. So I'm not going to be able to get a very good angle on this, I don't think. But that's Princess Zelda, clearly. And her servants, which, even from this angle, you should be able to tell, share a lot of similarities with a certain pirate gang, don't they? So, it looks like her pirate crew were descended from, you know, her servants. Or the servants of this Princess Zelda. Kind of interesting. There's King Hyrule. Obviously the only one who gets to wear the crown. But this place, the first time I came down here, it felt like closure because this, like I said, you really realized that you were going for the castle of Ocarina of Time's Hyrule. And I always wanted to come into Hyrule Castle. You get to go into Ganon's castle because you have to fight Ganon. But you never get too deep in Hyrule Castle, so this always felt like closure because you finally get to explore what it was supposed to be. At least that's what it always felt like to me. So many Dark Nuts. Alright, let's take a look at this. Yes, King of Red Lions? Alright, Link, I'll need you to listen to me for a moment. The item you seek is hidden somewhere in this castle. To find it, you must find the entrance to the basement. But that entrance has been blocked by a mighty threshold firmly sealed to prevent evil from ever gaining access. Do you know where to search and what you must do to open the hidden way? You will find a clue in the shape of the heraldry near where we arrived at the castle. Well, obviously, the heraldry of Hyrule Castle is the Triforce. And we have a Triforce right here with 3 triangular blocks. And I both hate and love this puzzle. I love the puzzle because it forces you to think about what angle you're pulling the block on because it always rotates around the furthest corner. But I hate this puzzle because you can't actually just slide the blocks and push them like you can square blocks. You just kind of have to keep rotating and eventually they fall into place, but it's not that bad of a puzzle. We have the Triforce of Courage in place. We have the Triforce of Wisdom almost in place. Come on. And now for the one that started all of these problems, the Triforce of Power. You know, Din always granting her power to Ganon has always been a really weird thing. Obviously, the goddesses are not as merciful as you're led to believe. But here we go. I just think this is so cool. It's such a simple puzzle, but it feels so satisfying to complete and see, you know, the Triforce. I was always kind of a sucker for the ability to get the Triforce. That's why I liked A Link to the Past so much, because that's the only time that Link ever gets the complete Triforce. Which for a while is why people thought that that was the end of the timeline, until they changed it. Oh man, this place right here. This shrine, this is amazing. Excellent, Link. To perceive such a puzzle and decipher it is no mean feat. Now take the sword that lies before you. It is none other than the Master Sword, the blade of evil's bane. It is the only sword that can banish Ganon from the world above. I'll get on that in a minute, but first let's take a look as much as I can. Is there a good place for this? There's Rauru, the Sage of Light. Let's see. Can I get down here? I might be able to show it off a bit better from down here. Yeah, here we go. There we go. There's Ruto, the Sage of Water, and our old fishy waifu. There's Soria, the Sage of the Forest. There's the Banishment of Ganon from old Hyrule. Darunia, our brother. Oop, there we go. Darunia, our brother, the Sage of Fire. Impa. Wow. Her boobs were enhanced in stained glass, the Sage of Shadow. Naburu, the Sage of Spirit. I love those stained glass windows. Kind of awkward to say stained glasses for some reason. I don't know why. Alright. Enough fanboying. Let's fanboy harder and take the best sword ever. You got the Master Sword, the legendary blade with the power to repel evil, once wielded by the legendary hero himself. Of course, gaining that sword and pulling it from the pedestal has released the seal on the castle, and all of those monsters who were frozen in time are now not. So we're in for a fight, and yes, I do have my grapple hook on. Oh good, we came out right next to two dark nuts, that's the best. Time to scream and panic. Oh. I want to go up here. We're going to start fighting right up here. We're gonna We're gonna start fishing and fighting from one end of the room to the next. Because otherwise we're gonna be overwhelmed and well, die. But you'll notice that the Master Sword has a lot more strength than our old sword. Moblins are not a concern anymore. 3 hits and they're done. Assuming they don't just block you like a coward. There we go. Alright, so now we've got a little more room to maneuver. Let's take on one of those dark nuts now. And the music is definitely back in full force, which means I don't have to watch my breathing quite as much. I will try to filter out any of those mouth noises I might have made during the dead silence and editing, but I don't think it's going to be too bad. You might have heard a little bit of this tune when we first came in. There's not going to be much that I can do to boost that. It was extremely quiet. In fact, it just might disappear entirely during editing. But I love this tune, this kind of haunting melody that we've got going on. I'll make sure to listen to it a little bit more when we finish taking out these guys. Just so you guys can enjoy it, because it's one of the best tunes in the game, in my opinion. Oh! I'm down here now. This is not where I wanted to be. Fortunately, nobody else seems to have noticed. We're gonna get quite a few Knight's Crests from this, at least. We can't steal from them, but they should drop them for us. I hope, oh. I might have to shoot this one. Of course. Falls down there. I need that Knight's Crest. I need to prove myself to my master. Thank you. I am going to be fishing from everyone because this is your best opportunity to get monster spoils that will give you a couple of pieces of heart and a lot of money. These skull necklaces may not seem like much, but we're about to get to the point in the game where there will be someone who is very interested in buying them from us. So it's good to collect as many as you can get. That's a bomb. That's a bomb, that's a bomb, that's a bomb. I will throw. Oh, it feels so satisfying to take out those moblins so easily. I counterattacked a little early, and then I almost did it too late. That time I did. I'm gonna back you off here a little bit away from the walls, hopefully. Alright. No, I did not cut your armor. Now I did. That's 2. Another one that didn't really leave his spoils ball in a really convenient place, but whatever, we got it. I'm gonna go back and pop this one before we continue on. I don't know how many dark nuts are in here. I think it's 4 or 5. So you can get a lot of your Knight's Crests here, which is actually really useful. If you tackle this room in a systematic manner, there's 3 more at least. If you tackle this room in a systematic manner, it's not that bad, especially since you get quite the power up from having the Master Sword. Okay, so there's 6. Wow! How am I gonna tackle that? I'm gonna put that off for the moment. Let's duel with this guy first. Let's see if we can do it without bringing in that moblin. I think we've pulled him out. Good. Now I will stab you in the butt repeatedly before you can recover. Actually, kind of a joke. You want some of this? Well, I want... Okay, I like how that turned out. I want some of that. Ow! I did not want some of that. I'm actually glad you came up here. Kind of. Oh no, you spotted me! That's another bomb! That's what I wanted. Oh, these are so easy now. The Master Sword is so good. So good. Hey, friend. I'm gonna cut your armor off. What you gonna do about it? Ow. Oh, I got flung in an interesting direction. I'm gonna get you before your friend comes over here. So it is heavily implied that Orca ran into a dark nut. Orca originally wanted to be a swordsman. If you look at his I think it's his description on his figurine, which we still need to do, really. I have not been doing much of the figurine side quest at all. Maybe we'll do that in the next, after the next episode or so, I'll do some figurines. But you're told that he wanted to be a swordsman until he he had a career-ending injury. And because he has a knight's crest on his wall, it's heavily implied that he did defeat a dark nut, but that's what ended his career and why he became a fisherman instead. Alright. 2 more moblins, 1 more dark nut. That's still a bomb. I mean, I'm not really upset. I just wish I could learn where the buttons were on the Wii U controller. Alright. I'm gonna have to fight both of you at once. Can I finish off the moblin? No, because he's blocking. Okay, good. I still got smacked. But I've actually been handling this room a lot easier than I expected. Keeping a calm, cool, collected head. And not panicking, most importantly. Right. There goes your helmet. There goes your armor. I'll now stab you repeatedly what in the butt. You're now unarmed, and now you're dead. So much monster spoil, so good. Alright, before we head up, I want to head out here. Just to show you guys this view as well. We can see— oh! Apparently there is still somebody alive in this room. You cannot leave this room until everything is dead. So that unintentionally demonstrated that and why I was actually taking pains to go around and kill everything. There is somebody that I missed. I did not realize that. I kind of hope it's a dark nut, because I still want knight's crests. Yeah, see, that one pops up too. It is a dark nut and a moblin. Okay, so there ended up being 7 dark nuts, if my count is accurate, which I think it is. I could check my spoils, because I only had 1 knight's crest up to this point, right? No, I had 2. Well, whatever. It was 6 or 7. It was a good amount. I love how they're proficient at martial arts. They are so cool. Dark nuts in this game are some of my favorite enemies. And I think that they actually laid the groundwork for dark nuts and Twilight Princess being similar fights. They really do feel like a threat. Much more threatening than in Ocarina of Time, in my opinion. Your last one. You are the lone survivor. That's still a bomb I will throw. Got your necklace. Goodbye. Oh, you blocked. You jerk. Bully. Stop bullying me. That should be all of them. Yep, now the barriers are gone. Did it actually show us the barriers coming into place? I don't think it did. I don't remember. It could have. Ow. And by ow, I mean not ow, because I took no damage. I just broke my legs. Alright, now let's take a look out here. this place is beautiful. I really wish that you could get out and explore it a bit. But no, there is a barrier. I think that's supposed to be Death Mountain over there. Those ruins, I feel like those were in the original game, in Ocarina of Time, but I don't remember what they were. Fairy Fountain would be over there. Oh, I love this place. It's really too bad you don't get to come down here that often. There's only going to be a handful of times when you're allowed into the castle, so it's important to enjoy it while you can. And I feel that we've thoroughly enjoyed it. I have thoroughly fanboyed. I want to take a look at these pictures again now that they're in color. Just for the fun of it. I think we've explored everything. The only thing we haven't done is break all the pots, but that's okay. Man, these pictures. Now that they're in color, and I think this is actually a slightly better angle, you can tell even more that that is definitely Tetris Pirate Crew. A massive, massive hint. They're not being really subtle about it, but to be fair, you do kind of have to notice that these pictures are here. Alright, let's take off. We got what we came for. Let's get out of here. We still have to rescue our sister after all this. I will speak to you face to face for once. At long last, our preparations are complete. You must return to me so that we can return by the same path that brought us here. The time has come to save your sister from her prison in the Forsaken Fortress. Hurry, Link! Alright, let's go, Boat, you and me. You're not Epona, but you're not nearly as good. Back. Yep, there we go. The path to Hyrule is closed. Back to the Great Sea. So, we have a few things that I want to do before we actually go and go rescue our sister. Let's see. I want to go back to the Northern Fairy Isle. And I think this time, with fully stocked arrows, I want to try to take on Cyclos and get that fast travel system. It should not be too hard, but we'll see. I'm not making any promises. To fight Cyclos and gain his favor, you have to hit him with 3 arrows before he flings you to the far ends of the sea. So we'll see if I can do that. I'm not going the right way. North. That way. Actually, I want to go more this way. I wish the Triangle Isles were a little bit more visible on the Great Sea. They're so small and flat. I think this is the right square. Yeah. Okay, Cyclos, where are you? I need to get closer to the island itself. Oh, let's check out my spoils bag. Let's see how my spoils are doing. 25 butterfly pennants. We'll probably turn those in. 10 knight's crests exactly. Ooh. And 16 skull necklaces. We actually can do quite a bit at this point before we go to the Forsaken Fortress. Might want to do that. Alright, is... no, I wish that wasn't a tab. It really annoys me actually that it is. Oh hey! We're right here at this fairy island. Is there anything we can do? Oh, we can. We could probably get a bomb upgrade, to be perfectly honest. Let's go ahead and do that, since we're here. And then, I think that we have bait from Matfish, so we'll go ahead and get a chart. Yes. I'm pretty sure all of these that you bomb give you bomb upgrades. Also, there should be a cheer here. find the chew real quick. Especially now that I could probably take it out with an arrow. And there's a dehydrated tree. Good to know for the future. Blue chew, are you around here? I could have sworn there's one on every island. They're just difficult to find sometimes. What if I roll into the tree? Oh, there it is. Knew there was one. Ah, damn it. There we go. Hit a rock. Good for me. So easy to take out a chew now. So much fun. Hello, madame. Young Waker of the Winds, allow me to aid you in your quest. Yes, I desire your lotus flower. Create it out of nothing and blow the petals across my face. Yep, you can now carry more bombs. Carry a maximum of 99 with you wherever you go. The fairies in this fountain shall ease your weariness when you grow fatigued from your battles. Come here to be refreshed. I will do just that, but we're gonna call it an episode here, guys. Next time, we definitely will start out by taking on Cyclos. We might go back and turn in a few of these spoils that we have, and then we might get something very special if we do get that quick travel system. So I've kind of got some pretty big plans for the next episode, and I hope to see you guys then. Thanks for watching today. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave me that thumbs up so I know, and it makes me feel really good about it. If you're new to the channel and you want to see more Wind Waker, subscribe because I upload every weekday. And if you have any hints, tips, or tricks, make sure to leave a comment. Thanks again for watching, and you guys have a great day. Later.